Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Arkham Horror, the card game. Okay, so we are doing Circle Undone again, and I believe we're on Wages of Sin? Yep. Alright, so I don't think there's anything. There's spectral webs that need to be set aside, but I don't think we need to worry about that yet. Okay. So what we need to do is I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the heretics like this. And then I'm going to do setup here because it's going to randomize these things up here and hopefully make it less painful. All right. All right. Okay. So yeah, the last time, this one's rough. If you happen to be playing a Mystic and have like Sixth Sense, this could be a little bit easier because you can use Sixth Sense to kind of investigate beyond your range or beyond your location. I From the previous team we had what, Lily Chen and Trish. I think Trish was able to do a little bit with her with that one customizable card, but I think what Carolyn will have that's a little bit of an advantage is the fact that she has some decent mobility, assuming we can get her Pathfinder. So we'll see how it goes. Even when I played with my board game group, we didn't get higher than 2 because it's just really hard to do. In any case, oh, also, did we have any text? We did not. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we have everything set up. We don't need to worry about any of that. We need to shuffle both the encounter decks. We have a Spectral and an encounter, so that's something I'm probably going to mess up. Also, I forgot to remove the Doom last time. I did reset the Blessed to 2, so we're good on that front. So, the Hangman, 12. Surrender yourself to the path of sacrifice. Consider the good of all before you act. Let go. 8. Doom to advance. There's only 2 agendas. In pursuit of the dead, you have come to Hangman's Hill to investigate reports of ghost sightings and strange activity in the woods. In the woods last few nights, and to learn more about the witches who once hid in Arkham's past. Witches who have since emerged from the shadows in pursuit of some unholy purpose. Locations cannot be flipped over. 6 clues to advance, and then here we got skulls. We do have 1 additional skull in the bag now because we did take the book. Skulls are minus X. X is 1 higher than the number of copies of Unfinished Business, so right now it's minus 1. We do not have Cultist, so that's good. We did have those in the past, but since we didn't side with the Lodge this time, we don't have to worry about the minus 3 with the plus 1 fight and evade, which has screwed us over in the past. Tablets are minus 3 though, and if you fail, you do trigger the forced ability on a copy of Unfinished Business in your threat area. So that can get pretty brutal. So yeah, a lot of minus 3s in this one. So we're gonna have to be kind of careful about that. What number? X is 1 higher than the number of copies, so this should actually be -1. You don't really need to track this; it's just a way to kind of visually see what you have in the pouch. Anyway, let's go ahead and get set up. We're going to be starting in Hangman's Brook. Where is Carolyn? One second. Sorry about that. She was still trapped in her house. Or trapped in that house. It wasn't her house. She's not a witch. Honest. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and shuffle. And then draw. Decent. Well, no weapon. That's the standout. But we do have a stand together. We don't want the Spectral Razor. Everything else I'm willing to keep. Just to ensure that my Ever Vigilant is fully useful. So we'll cycle that. Ace of Rods. Okay. I did actually start with an Ace of Rods in the previous scenario, but that was the one I had to scrap because I made a rules mistake. So hopefully this time, I mean, Ace of Rods is not very good for a tarot card, but it does come out into play automatically if it starts in your hand in the beginning. So yeah, essentially Sister Mary's going to be able to go through her entire hand, which is pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and deal the orange. That's a weakness. Stand Together. Yeah, having 2 Guardians with upgraded Stand Togethers is amazing. Alright, we definitely don't need multiples of you. Don't need that. And I don't really want the deduction right now. Living Ink. Better than nothing. Yeah, we need to. I need to get this up. I need to get imbued ink on this so I can get more. Make it last a while. All right, everything's good to go, and of course, Carolyn does have the book in her inventory. All right, or in her deck right now. So let's. We're gonna go ahead and start with Sister Mary. First action. Stand Together. 2 resources. 2 resources. Draw. 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 Okay, that's a good start. We can work with this. Second action. Oh, sorry. When the game begins, if Ace of Rods is in your opening hand, you put it into play. So this will just be out in play now. Essentially, it's a free action that we can play around with. Oh, and when I did take the free action with this, with the +2 skills, I did draw auto fail. So it's as useless as it knows how useless it is. All right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and. I mean, we can get the clues here if we really want them, but I don't really want them. All right, I'm going to draw a card for my second action. Ah, okay. I will go ahead and I will take the 2 horror. So the good news is this is out of the way now. We could have replaced it with curse tokens, but honestly, there's enough -3s that I don't want to deal with that. Last action, of course, stick to the plan, ever vigilant. I have 3 assets, so let's put those to use. I'm going to go ahead and get this wolf mask out for free. Get this holy rosary for 1, and then get this something worth fighting for 2. There you go. No weapons, but we at least have a wolf mask. We'll see if we can make things go a little bit better. We do also have our level 2 read the signs, which is nice, but we're going to need some more blesses to make that reliable. All right, meanwhile, over here with Carolyn Fern, I'm going to go ahead and spin an action to play, I don't know, let's do Stand Together. Gain 2 resources, draw 2 cards. All right, we already have this active. We do have the Dynamite Blast, so we can play around with that. You get 2 resources, draw 2 cards. Okay. At least I have a Spectral Razor if we need it. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Let's go ahead and knock out that Ever Vigilant. So, we can spend 3 to get out St. Hubert's Key. We can spend 3 to get out Alice Luxley. We can spend 3 to get out Fingerprint Kit. All right. Looking good. I have 1 action remaining. I'm going to go ahead and use that action to get to work here. During the Mythos phase. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Abandoned Chapel first. I'm going to go ahead and do a shortcut. Over to here. And then I'm going to go ahead and investigate using Fingerprint Kit. I will go ahead and commit a deduction for this. So this is going to be 8 to 2. We pass, we get 3 clues. All right. No enemies, go to Upkeep. Another Holy Rosary. Alchemical Distillation, perfect. Don't have the resources to play it, but that's okay. I could do a Mercy Cash to make that come into play. All right, so that was it for upkeeps. Let's go ahead and add a Bless, add a Doom, and then we are currently on the regular encounter deck, so I'll shuffle that. Alright, evil past. And a racked. Okay, that's not the worst. Let's go ahead and go to investigation phase. Let's go ahead and start with Sister Mary. Sister Mary, I'm going to go ahead and pop her emergency cache, get 3 resources, and draw a card. Okay, that was her first action. Second action, she's going to move. Go hang out here. And then her third action, it's going to go ahead and spend 2 to do read the signs. If we don't get a symbol, that's fine. We're 7 to 3 right now. All right, we add a bless token, and if it is a symbol, this will return to my hand at the end of the turn. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in my hand now because her turn's ending right now. You also do get 2 clues here. Okay. Next we have Carolyn Fern. The lack of weapon is a little concerning. We do have 1-2 punch, we do have Spectral Razor, but I would like to have a bit more to work with here. Alright, in the meantime, let's go ahead and spend an action to investigate normally. So we're going to be 5 to 2, because we have -1 because of wrecked. Okay, we pass, get rid of a bless. Get a clue. Let's go ahead and advance at this point. The barrier between soft chanting guides you to a gloomy clearing near the abandoned chapel. A circle of witchweed surrounds the clearing, swaying gently in the breeze. At the center of the clearing, a cloaked woman kneels in front of an unmarked grave far from the remainder of the graveyard. You watch in quiet for a few minutes while the woman sings an old, somber melody. It reminds you somewhat of a child's lullaby, soothing but with a dark gravity that betrays its purpose. As soon as the song ends, the woman's cloak dissolves into mist and she vanishes in the swirl of shadows. Alright, so now we do the setup here. Also, we do have 3 or more mementos discovered, so we do get the spectral webs. So we're going to go ahead and just do spawn clues and heretics. Is that the right number? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's correct. So yeah, it's 4 clues here and then 2 clues in all the other locations. That's fine. All right, let's go ahead and get those spectral webs out. One there. We're just going to put 1 here. It's going to get a little sloppy here, but just know that this 1-2 punch is actually on the stick to the plan. All right, and then the way this works is investigator your location can spin clues to fight, and it can be used against Geist enemies. You can either use your willpower or your fight, and it gets plus X value and damage, where X is the amount of clues and all that good stuff. So you can use clues to murder things. In any case, in pursuit of the living, this is pretty much the overarching act. With the mist comes revenants of the past, witches who were executed hundreds of years ago, and whose hateful spirits have returned to wreak vengeance upon the living. If you can banish them, you might learn more of the Coven secrets. As a lightning bolt, you can flip your location over. Clues cannot be discovered in non-spectral locations, so we have to flip them over now. And then we're trying to banish as many heretics as possible. 4 is, of course, the cap. All right, I am going to go ahead and continue with my turn. I am going to go ahead and flip this location. We'll set these aside because they're going to flip too. All right, so we'll flip this to that and get to work here. So, all right, so I'll go ahead and spend a supply here with the fingerprint kit to investigate. We're going to be 7 to 2. Good to go. Get both clues. All right. And then for my final action, I'm going to go ahead and move off this location. And then that's everybody. That's gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, these guys don't move at all. And they currently have aloof anyway. Oh, actually, if they have aloof, no, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So one thing I could do, since I have the clues, is I can use clues to. I could move to see what those heretics over here want. But for right now, I think we're okay with this. Okay. Enemies aren't doing anything. Let's go ahead and do upkeep. Guys, this is only turn 2. I was like, man, what'd she do this round? Oh, yeah, that's right. Emergency cache, moved, and then read the signs. Yeah. Okay. Upkeep. Another vicious blow. We have ways to do damage, but I would like to have at least a spell or my relic weapon, so I can actually ensure stuff stays dead. Okay, fearless. That's fine. Mythos, add bless, add doom. We're still on the regular encounter deck because we're in a regular location for now. All right, spawns you. Put punishment into play in your threat area after an enemy at any location is defeated. Take 1 damage. Gotcha. So that's kind of annoying. At any location, so it's literally going to murder us. Okay. In that case, how do we want to do this? So we're in investigation phase, we're in second doom. I think what I want to do for this round is at least evade this Covenant Initiate, because I can use her to get rid of these hexes that are accumulating on Carolyn. So I think that's the plan. We can go 5-2 with an evade, using an offering for the Wolf Mask. Okay, good thing I did. All right. And then I will go ahead and flip this location. To its spectral side. Then I'm going to go ahead and investigate this. Actually, before we investigate, I will do Draw Another Flame. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, we spawn this. I do get an offering back. Alright. And I haven't killed anyone yet, so that actually kind of works out. Okay. So here's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and pop this Ace of Rods. Oh, also I do get the 2 clues here. Get that out of the way. Okay, got the 2 clues. So I'm going to pop the Ace of Rods. So I'm going to have +2 to this. So I'm going to be fighting this thing. I'm currently 5-2. We can go 7-2. Yeah, 7-2 here. We'll go ahead and go 9-2 using an offering. So we're 9-2 against this because currently there are no witches in the discard pile. All right, that is we did a lot more than succeeding by 2 or more, so it's going to do 3 damage and kill her. Okay, and then last action, I am going to go ahead and spend 2 to go ahead and do Read the Signs. So we're currently... Oh, that did do 1 damage, unfortunately. After an enemy at any location is defeated, take 1 damage. So she's going to take 1 damage. Actually, put it on her. Okay. Anyway, Read the Signs. I'm currently 7-3. Alright, we're going to lose a bless and gain a bless. So I won't change anything there. Also, I reveal a symbol, so this is going to go back in my hand. And we get 2 clues here. All right, this is looking kind of good. All right. Next is going to be Carolyn the Fern. I'm going to go ahead and just take these actions. So if there's an exhausted witch enemy at your location, this test will automatically succeed. So I'll do that for both. I am going to go ahead and spend 2 to get out alchemical distillation. Yeah, alchemical distillation. And these guys have 6 health? Yep, 6 health. Dynamite blast. I will definitely look forward to dynamite blasting one of these guys. All right. So we're good on that front. That is all my actions. Yep, all my actions. Okay. So with that, we'll go ahead and go to enemy phase. None of the enemies are active, so we're good to go on that front. Let's go ahead and upkeep. We could use... Okay, this location is actually not bad, because it can be used to move these heretics to us. Alright, this will unexhaust. I'll go ahead and take the offering back. Oh my god, I've been making a mistake here, haven't I? Yep, I've been making a mistake with Covenant Initiates. This should be doing Revelation effects every time. Alright. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm not gonna go back and redo the first scenario because that's just not something I'm gonna be doing. So, but I am gonna go ahead and try to resolve this. So let's resolve this. so the Ract is fine. Her coming out into play is fine. This punishment and it would have been punishment and Priestess of Covenant would have been in the discard. And then I would have drawn a different encounter card, which would have been this one, which is going to spawn in the Gallows or the Heretic's Grave, which is either one of these. It has Alert and Hunter. It's for 1 and 1. Okay. Okay. Then we still do evade you. And we're going to get a different encounter card, which would have been this one. Okay, so 5 to 3. I'll go ahead and have Carolyn commit a Fearless for this, so it'll be 6 to 3. Passes. And I believe the horror is healed on her, but I'll check. Okay. And in the case of Carolyn here, she does actually have 1 action remaining because she only had to get rid of Racked. And to be honest, I would probably have not evaded. Yeah, I would have done Vicious Blow instead. But you know what? I'll just take it as is. So that does leave me with 1 action remaining. And we're technically still in the enemy, the investigation phase. And we have a Vengeful Witch that we need to deal with. And unfortunately, I don't really have any easy ways to deal with her. She's kind of just going to be here until we deal with her. Well, in any case, yeah, 1 second. Okay, yeah, that's correct. So, one thing I would change though is I think I will not at its location. I'm not going to play the alchemicals distillation. So the reason why I'm not going to play it is because I'm probably going to set up the bomb. That's the plan. Okay. So yeah, apologies for, I guess, past me a week ago, I guess, because I definitely messed up the Arcane Covenant Initiate, because I always do. All right. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move with Carolyn Fern. We're going to go up to here. I am going to go ahead and spend a clue to see what this thing is about. All right. Oh, wow, it's actually this location. All right, unfinished business. At the end of the round, you must do this, and it has no clues on it. Okay, so all we need to do for this location is get all the clues off of this and beat it up. It is going to be a little difficult because this is Force Shroud, but everything else about this is doable. Okay. So yeah, we got something we can work with there. I'm going to go ahead and use an action to go ahead and do stick to the plan. I'm going to gain 2 resources and then put 2 supply on the fingerprint kit. To get that charged up. Okay. Now we go to enemy phase. This is going to re-engage, which gave me back my offering. Not that I need... Oh, also that means I did not use this vicious blow. Oh, this also means I still had an action remaining. Or rather, I still had the Ace of Rods remaining. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We'll just say we didn't use the Ace of Rods. That makes that easy. And then we still, of course, have the Vicious Blow. Okay. Because, yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to pop that. Okay. Vengeful Witch is going to go over here. And I'm going to go ahead and take 1 damage and put 1 horror here. Alright. This is going to get a little messy, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do upkeep. Well, that's something. And a deduction. Okay. Add a bless. Add a doom. We're still okay, so oh my god, I messed up so much. Alright, 1 second. Okay, I did make another mistake. Diabolic Voices did not get drawn. It should have been from the Spectral Encounter deck. And I end up getting this instead. Okay. This also meant I did not gain a resource here. And it also meant I did not use this Fearless. Yeah, so made that mistake again. Good times had by all. Alright. Everything else here is fine. Okay. In any case, we got the 3rd Doom already. Yeah. Let's go ahead and now draw another one of these. If there are no copies of Unfinished Business in your threat area, gain Surge. Okay. We'll set this aside. Malevolent Spirit, Chapel Attic, or Chapel whatever. So it's going to be over here. Doesn't have anything else that's really that nasty, so we'll put you up here. All right, and then you draw from the actual location stuff, and you get Diabolic Voices. I'm just going to commit 2 Fearlesses. We pass, lose a Bless. I do recover 2 Horror and gain 2 resources, because each of these are separate instances of healing Horror. Okay. And that resolves that. Okay. God, this thing's a mess. All right. So I'm going to start with Sister Mary, because I need to. I'm going to go ahead and evade the Vengeful Witch. Yeah, I'll invade her first. I'm going to go take the initiative, 6-3. Good to go. I'm going to go ahead and pop an Ace of Rods to evade the other one, 5-2. Good to go. We do get a Bless. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and move up to here. These guys hit for 1 and 1. Okay. And then last action, I'm going to go ahead and spin 4 to get out Beat Cop. Yeah, Beat Cop. Get you up to there. Okay. Next, I'll have Carolyn go. As a lightning bolt, or a fast rather, I'm going to go ahead and spin 4 to blow up these guys. This effect only affects people at the location, and this will be overkill damage for this, so I will be able to discard the Bloodthirst and get rid of both witches. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip this, which is going to make this thing go aggressive. I'll have it engage you over there. Is that right? 1 second. Okay, so if it's at the same time, which is what happens here, I can choose who it engages with. So I'm going to have it engage Sister Mary here. All right, so that was a lightning bolt as well. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to go ahead and investigate with Fingerprint Kit and use a deduction. So that's going to bring us up to 8 to whatever. Yeah, 8-4. We pass. I'll go ahead and exhaust Alice Luxley to do a damage here. And I will get 3 clues. I'm going to go ahead and do a regular investigate, which will be 6 to... Ooh, you know what? I will play Living Ink. And then I'll investigate. Oh, actually, no, that won't work either. I'm going to go ahead and just investigate. We'll go 6-4. Actually, sorry, it's 6-5, isn't it? Yeah, it's 6-5. All right. I don't really have a way of helping it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just spend an action playing a Living Ink. I was hoping to try to get this guy killed this round, but it's not happening. All right, investigate 7-5. Even with the -1, we still passed earlier, so we're good on that front. All right, we do pass. Yeah, because unfortunately this guy here is a Geist. Okay, good news is we got all the clues here. We just need to take a moment to get rid of this guy, which we can do soon, but not this round. All right, enemy phase. I'm going to get hit for 1 and 1. So we will put a damage on you and a horror here. And you know what? We'll go ahead and do Beat Cop to do damage here as well. Do as much as we can here. All right. Next, this guy doesn't move, right? Yeah, he does not move. All right. Upkeep. There's our weapon. Living Ink. Add a Bless. Add a Doom. All right, at this point, let's go ahead and start swapping these out. Because we're going to be doing the spectral encounters now. All right, I will go ahead and pop a offering to go 5 to 3. We pass barely. And this is going to proc. Okay. Which is a problem. Okay. Investigation phase. Okay. So this thing has 4 health remaining. Yeah, 4 health remaining. I can go Spectral Razor. You're an elite, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Never mind. I can do double Vicious Blow. Or I could do 1-2 punch. This thing has 4 fight. And this is when I start my turn. Yeah, okay. 4 fight. What am I going to do here? So we're 4 to 4. I mean, yeah, it's either that or I do 1-2 punch, but that's way too risky. So if I do this right now, this is 7 to 4, and it will do 3 damage. I'll go ahead and pop the offering as well. So this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be 9 to 4. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. You don't have to retaliate. Okay. These go away. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do Spectral Web. I can spend up to 3 clues. So I'll spend 3 clues. This will let me use willpower, so I'll go 8 to 4. Alright, 8 to 4, that was just minus 3. Yep, I'm good. I'll do 3 damage, and then I'll use Beat Cop to finish it off. Alright, and then this will flip over. Alright, that leaves me with 1 action remaining. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use that last action to test. Right now, 5 to 4. 6 to 4. We'll go 7 to 4. Because I don't have anyone else that can help. 7 to 4. Okay. If you are successful, it is banished. We have banished the first Geist. Skulls are now minus 2. Alright. And that is it for Sister Mary. Alright. We'll go ahead and trigger the Haunt here. So... Oh, actually, as a Lightning Bolt, we can... actually, do we want to do it that way? What was the other side here? Yeah, we'll do that. So as I lightning bolts, because we still can flip these locations. I'm going to go ahead and flip, as a lightning bolt, I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. And then this will trigger, but there's no haunt active right now. All right. So with all that in mind, let's go ahead and try to get rid of this. 4 to 3. We get rid of it and heal a horror, which unfortunately we can't do. Actually, you can heal from an investigator or ally asset at your location. I will heal Sister Mary. And then they will get 1 resource. Okay. So this goes away. I'm going to go ahead and move down to here. I'm going to go ahead and spend a clue. Okay. Come join us. The Spectre's voice is soothing and melodic. Its words seem to make sense. You can at last be at peace. All you have to do is take its hand. Flip this card back to its enemy side. It makes an immediate attack. For the remainder of the scenario, this enemy cannot be defeated by any means. Its parlay ability can only be activated while at a spectral location, and it costs +1 or +2 clues to trigger. The next time this side is resolved, the ghost is banished instead. If you look at this side, by resolving this heretic's parlay ability, resolve the above text as though you had just defeated this heretic. Okay. Okay, so we can't even defeat this guy, and the way it works, I have to spend 3 clues to deal with him, and it has to be on a spectral location. Also, what did I do this round? Oh, Oh, sorry, I did this wrong. I was supposed to do this at the end of the round. Well, I've already rolled the check, so I'm not going to take it back. But, yeah, it wasn't an action to do that. So all I did was move. And this was a lightning bolt. It does hit me for 1 and 1, so I'll take the 1 and 1. Actually, you can take the horror. Okay. And then I need to spend 3 clues to get rid of this thing. But first I have to get this into a spectral location. So as a lightning bolt, I'm going to go ahead and swap this over. This time the thing will engage me. And I will spend 3 clues. To parlay again. I do still resolve the above text, so I do take Oh, okay. The next time this is resolved, the ghost is banished. Oh, okay, I see. So yeah, if you were to beat him normally, it would still do this hit you with an immediate attack type situation. And then the force thing below here was in case you just try to parlay with it first. In which case you still get hit for 1. So. Alright, give me a second. Okay, just a quick correction. I shouldn't have I forgot to revert the damage that I didn't take because I didn't get the I didn't get this punishment earlier. Nor did I trigger it. Okay, so in any case, I still take 1 and 1. We're going to go ahead and put 1 horror here, and I'll put a damage here. Alright, and then after that, we still... if you looked at this side, the next time this side is resolved, the ghost is banished instead. Resolve the text below. Oh, actually, no, sorry. we don't get murderated. Okay. So with that in mind, this just goes into victory. I think I did this right. If you, the next time this side is resolved, the ghost is banished instead. So you don't do the stuff above again. All right, and it cost 3 clues to do it. Okay, so we've taken care of all of that. So yeah, I moved, and everything else was lightning bolt actions. And as far as I can tell, there's no limits to how many times you can do the parlay effect, so we're good on that. Okay. So we're up to 2 already, and we're making amazing pace. All right. I'm going to go ahead and investigate using fingerprint kit, because we are going to need clues eventually anyway. So this is going to... Oh, also, we lose 1 charge from this. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're 8 to 4. We succeed. Oh, by the way, this is now -3. So skulls are -3. Everything's -3. -3 is all the way down. All right, we get 2 clues, which I will happily put to use. So yeah, there are actually 2 Geist that have this effect where you just have to parlay with them multiple times, I think. And then all the other ones require you to take them to a specific spot and actually do the test. All right, I have 1 action remaining. I will go ahead and use that to get out alchemical distillation. And that'll be it. All right. We'll go ahead. Enemies aren't doing anything. We'll go straight to upkeep. Overpower. All right. Rational thought. So that's going to be annoying. I mean, to be honest, we don't really need to worry about it that much. Mythos. We're going to get a bless. This. I am going to go ahead and draw a regular encounter for you. From the standard, you shuffle it into the special encounter deck. And it gets Surge. And I'll give it doubled. Okay. And then for you... Oh, good. I did shuffle. You watched me. Take 2 damage and place it in the standard encounter discard pile. But it doesn't get Surge. So I take 2 damage, which I'll just take. And that is it. Also, like I mentioned, I did the check early for the Relent Torment. All right. And thankfully, I didn't draw any blesses, so it didn't influence anything there. Anyway, besides all that, we need to continue with Sister Mary here. Let's... Yeah, I'll start with Sister Mary. I'm going to spin 2 to get out the Brannica Thugga. Second action, I'm going to go ahead and do a 5 to 3 test. It's a fail. I'll do a 5 to 3 test. It's a pass. Get rid of you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go with Carolyn next. I'm not going to worry about getting the rest of these clues. Instead, I am going to go ahead and spend a supply here. Spend a charge here. We'll go 7 to 1. So that's 4 to 1. I do pass by 2 or more. So I can pick 2 options. So I'm going to move twice. And then the other option, at this point, I will draw 2 cards. Okay. Next, I'm going to move to here. I am going to go ahead and spend 1 clue as a lightning bolt to see what this guy does. Heretic's Grave, which is all the way over there. Okay. So this thing will make you discard cards as long as you have it, type situation. Okay. So we got that going for us. I can go ahead and do alchemical distillation again, which I might as well. 7 to 1. We pass, and pass by a lot. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. And then I will just wondering what I want to do with this. I can move back. Yeah, you know what? Because it's going to end up being Sister Mary probably doing the movement. Actually, no, we'll stay here. That's fine. I'm a little concerned about this heretic, though. So, I already drew the 2 cards. What else can I do? I can heal 2 horror, though that doesn't really help me that much right now. Let's, has to be different ones, right? Yeah, 2 different options. Yeah, I'm just going to move back twice. Yeah, I'll just move twice. I'll have her get the Heretic's Grave set up. And go from there. These heretics, these things, by the way, are witches. But I didn't defeat this guy. It actually just gets added to the victory display, so it doesn't count as defeated. All right, that is everything. So enemies aren't doing anything. We'll go ahead and go to upkeep. Tower, that's fine. Upkeep. Okay, another fingerprint kit. That's good. We'll add a bless. Add a doom. We're 6 of 8. Fate of all fools. I will add a doom. I have to. Actually, yeah, I have to add a doom. I can't afford to take the damage. Wait. So that was actually her card. Sorry about that. Again, this mix-up. She's currently in a regular location. All right, spawns this, and this time I'll actually remember to discard these. Okay, and then it's going to be Carolyn that actually draws the Fate of all fools, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pop the ward to deal with that. Okay. Because you can't ward someone else's peril, but you can ward your own peril. All right. And that is it for that. Cool. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and move with Carolyn over to here. And I'm going to go ahead and investigate using the fingerprint kit. Oh, this goes away, by the way. This will put us at 7 to 4. We do pass. There's a bless. Get 2 clues. All right. And then I will go ahead and spend 4 to get out the new fingerprint kit. Okay. Meanwhile, Sister Mary is going to deal with this. Oh, I do get an offering back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just attack. We are currently 4 to 2. Actually, we'll do Brandica Thugga. So 5 to 2. Okay, and I'll use both charges to kill her. All right. I'll go ahead and move on over to here. And as a lightning bolt, I'm going to go ahead and just flip this back over to here, so I don't have to worry about triggering haunt effects. Alright. That is everybody. Enemy upkeep. A fresh beat cup, okay. Yeah, it's going to be a bit rough doing enough damage to that thing. Okay, got another ward. Alright, Mythos, add a Bless, add a Doom. Things are about to get really nasty in a second. Let's go ahead and draw your regular. Alright, 5 to 5. I can't commit anything. That is -3, so top 3. Okay. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, she's going to take a damage and lose her beat cup. And then you resolve each haunted ability. Okay, that's just going to heal everything and then surges. 4 to 4. Okay, we failed, but it's only by 2. Okay. All right. Things are getting rather rough here. So I'm going to spend 4 to get out my tower. I'm going to gain a resource. Actually, yeah, I'll gain a resource, and then I'm going to get out the beat cup. That's really all I can do this round. Yeah, this is where things start getting a little rough on us. Okay. Oh, actually, should have been one more card. I had -1 to all skills. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do alchemical distillation. Actually, I will... Yeah, I'll do alchemical distillation 6 to 1. We pass. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 more cards. And move twice. Actually, instead of moving twice, I'm going to gain 2 resources. And then I'm going to spend 3 resources to get out Pathfinder. Use Pathfinder to move. And then we'll move 1 more time. Okay. Enemies aren't doing anything. We'll go straight to upkeep. Hey, Black Book. Mythos, it's going to advance. Alright. Everything is now going to be spectral. So I'm moving the clues because if I flip the cards, it flips the clues to Doom side, which we don't want. Okay. And then, of course, we get more trouble. Get the Spectral Watcher, who's going to come say hi to us in a second. So I think the plan is we're just going to I want to try to get rid of this last heretic and then leave. We're not going to get that. We're not going to be able to finish everything else. And And then the Watcher's set. So it's going to be the Watcher along with its discard pile. So all of this gets thrown together. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw our spectral cards, because now we all get spectral. Bedeviled. Wait. That is not correct. Yeah, Bedevil should have been in this discard. Alright. I will go ahead and add a Doom. Alright. Foot 3. I will go ahead and do take the initiative. So it's going to be 5-3. We pass. Okay, investigation. Alright. So here's the plan. We need to blow this thing to smithereens. I have 4 clues, so I can do 3 damage to this thing on my own. And kind of go from there. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and start with Sister Mary. These guys do not have Retaliate. We'll have this engage. I do get an offering. Don't know if it was faster than copy or not. Okay. So we need to deal with this guy. And unfortunately, I'm also don't have enough to actually do 1-2 punch now. So let's do Branded Kathuga. That'll put us at what, 5-4? 5-4, and we'll commit an overpower. That was why I played the tower earlier. So this will be 7-4. Okay, we do pass. I draw a card. This will do 2 damage. Okay. All right. So I think I might need somebody else to deal with this heretic at the rate we're going. I think I'll probably just throw out some normal attacks. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw out a normal attack. I'll spend an offering and do an overpower. So 8-4. Does the damage. Draw a card. Finally got it. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and attack one more time. We'll spend an offering. We'll go 6-4. Okay. I am going to go ahead and go up to 5 using a beat cop. And then that'll be it on that front. Okay. Carolyn. I'm going to go ahead and do a Pathfind move to here. I mean, it's either that or I do the other option. But the other option is kind of scary. So yeah, I'm just going to move over here. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 clues to attack for 6-4. I'll go ahead and commit this to go. Actually, I only need to spend 1 clue. I'll spend 1 clue. Actually, they'll still put, yeah, they'll put me at 5-4, and I'm going to go 7-4 by committing the Black Book. Oh, actually, I will commit 2 Eurekas. 7-4. Okay, search top 3. I'll take the task force. Search top 3. I'll take the alchemical distillation. Okay, so that clue is spent. You are going to become this. Okay. And then at the end of the round, I have to discard 2 cards, else things happen. I'm going to go ahead and gain a resource, and then I'm going to spend 2 to get this, replace this alchemical distillation with another one. All right, and then was it end of round? I'm going to have to discard 2 cards. I'm going to go ahead and discard the Living Ink and a Task Force. Okay. And then it's going to... So I already discarded the cards. I don't need to worry about. The Spectral Watcher is going to move up. Upkeep. Basic injury. Or sorry. Upkeep. I don't know if I shuffled. I'm going to assume I didn't. Yep, I checked. Did not shuffle, so I had to redo that. Okay. We're going to get a Bless. Get a Doom. We're up to 2 out of 7. Oh, yeah, I didn't even read any of this, by the way. The sobs of the dead echo throughout the woods, accompanied by murmured promises and whispered threats. But when the spectral mist blots out the sky, all turns quiet and still. Your hair stands on end, and you begin to tremble. Every fiber of your being screams flight. The hunter has smelled the blood of its prey, and now it comes to claim your fate. Okay, and then over here we have Death Approaches. Now we can't flip locations back over. Hangman's Hill is plunged into darkness as the spectral mist invades every inch of the woods and the chapel. Somewhere in the mist, the watcher spies its prey with eyes as empty as graves. Okay, let's go ahead and get our bad cards. That is a bad card. What's the haunted ability? Spawn the top card of your deck face down, engage with you. I don't want that. I am still going to have to surge it, but I mean, how strong is this thing? And the monster trait. You know what? Fine. Fine. I will spawn the top card of my deck. And it's going to do that. I'm going to, yeah, I'll ward that. I don't want to deal with that right now. Okay. Investigation phase. Beat Cup. We'll kill this. And then I'm going to blast this with magic. This will put us at 6 to 2. Let's go 6 to 2. Thank you. I'll spend both charges. This is a spell, so it will get rid of it. And there's unfortunately not much I can do. I'll spend an action gaining a resource. Yeah, the Spectral Watcher is kind of in our way right now, and there's not much I can do about it. So there's a couple things we can do. Because I have to get over there one way or the other. All right. Whew. What order do I want to do this in? It'll take me 2 actions to do that. I can get there. The problem is I'm going to be engaged by this guy. And he does kind of hit a lot. The other issue is I need cards. Alright. I need to do a will. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 actions. Oh, I don't even have the resources. Never mind. Okay, we'll do it this way then. I'm going to go Alchemical Distillation. We are 6 to 1. Alright, that's 4 to 1, so I do pass by 2 or more. I'm going to draw 2 cards and move 2 spaces, which is going to cause this to be engaged with me. Actually, no, that's not going to work. I have a different idea. Instead of using it on Carolyn, I'm going to use it on Sister Mary. Also, I think I forgot to take the internal injury damage, so I'm going to do that now. And her choices... Okay, so I definitely would not be drawing cards right now. I'm going to have her draw 2 cards and move 2 spaces. Okay, so that's the plan. Then I'm going to have Carolyn go. I'm going to go ahead and do Alchemical Distillation again, because it's not exhaust. Choose myself this time, and we'll go 6 to 1. That is -3. So that's 3 to 1. So I do still beat it by 2 or more. So now I'll get my cards. I'll move my 2 spaces. I'm going to pop Pathfinder to move my last space. And then I'm going to try to banish this thing. So I'm 4 to 4 right now. And I'm going to commit a Hypnotic Therapy and the Black Book. So 8 to 4. Okay, banished. Okay, skulls, by the way, are now -4s. And we just need to get out of here. Okay, enemy phase, I'm going to get hit for 1 and 1. I'm just going to put that on the Beat Cop. Upkeep. Upkeep. Mythos. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 and do Ward of Protection to ward this. And another one of these. Okay, that's fine. Investigation. So one thing to note, of course, is Resign does not provoke. And thankfully I did not trigger Haunted, so I'm okay on that front. So all we need to do right now is move, Resign. Oh, this did trigger, by the way, heals everybody. That's not a big deal. And then I'll resign with Sister Mary, and that'll be it. There you go. Yeah, it escalated pretty quickly. I'm more annoyed the fact that I did, in fact, mess up those witches again. I always mess up Covenant Initiate. all the time. I forget its resolution effect all the time because it doesn't do anything usually. But it technically does influence the deck because it means certain cards you're not going to be drawing, or enemies you're not supposed to be drawing, so forth. So I apologize for messing up that first scenario. I think still it would have went the same way regardless. So I'm not going to bother replaying it because it's just going to give me a headache. And yeah, we're just going to press on. All right. No resolution was met, so resolution 1. Record that X number of heretics that were in play. So one heretic was unleashed. All right. If X is 3 or less, you get the Wisp of Spectral Mist. In this case, our X was 1. Yeah, as long as you get at least 1, you're generally okay. And then we get Victory X, which should be 5. Yeah, so 5 experience. Alright, and then that should be it. And then we're, of course, enemies of the Lodge, so intro 3. And just go straight to setup. Okay, that's not a big deal. Okay, we'll read that next time. 5 experience. Let me see what I can do with that. Okay, so 5 experience. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Script Weaver, which is going to cost 3 because of Down the Rabbit Hole. And then I'm going to spend a 4th experience to get Overpower upgraded, which will cost 1 because of Down the Rabbit Hole. Big difference is it just gets you another fist icon, and if you succeed by 2 or more, you get additional card draw. And then for the free spell, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the other Read the Signs, because that thing definitely put in work. It did eventually deplete my resources, but that's, it's a small price to pay. We don't need these Spectral Rebs anymore. So that leaves her with 1 experience remaining, which I have marked. And then for Carolyn, I'm going to go ahead and replace Alice Luxley with Field Agent. So this is going to cost me 3 because this is a new card and I have Down the Rabbit Hole. Still provides the +1 book. She's an ally agency, costs 4 to get out. Does have a foot icon in addition to the book icon for committing. And she has 2/2 soak. But as a lightning bolt, you can exhaust her and deal horror to her to discover 1 clue at your location. Day 15, the entities appear to be feeding. On what? I cannot imagine. I dare not approach further. Also, I didn't really read the flavor text right here. So Alice Luxley, Fearless Flatfoot, please leave this to the professionals. If I find you poking around again, I will bring you in. And then we also, one of our best cards so far. We haven't read the flavor text for either. Ever Vigilant. He had to give Logan credit. The man knew how to gear up for Armageddon. So this costs 3. This leaves with 2 experience remaining. I'm going to use 1 of that experience to upgrade Refined on Alchemical Distillation. So this will cost 1 experience because Down the Rabbit Hole. This makes it so it has 5 supplies now when it comes out, which is really good. And then Living Ink, I'm going to go ahead and finally upgrade it to its level 1 with Imbued Ink. Costs 1 experience because of Down the Rabbit Hole. And so now this thing will, instead of taking a body slot, it now takes an arcane slot. And now we'll start with 5 charges instead of 3. So there you go. That is everything on that front. And yeah, next time we'll be diving into For the Greater Good. And I believe this is where we go back to the Lodge. But this time we're going to be the bad guys. We're going to murder maybe slightly more than the previous time we went there. So we'll have that going for us. All right. Again, I'll reiterate, I apologize for messing up the Coven, which is those I never remember. And that will probably be the same for, the foreseeable future. I think this is the only campaign that has them, so that's at least one less worry once I get done with this campaign. Anyway, I am The Depressed Dealer. This was Arkham Horror, the card game, Circle Undone, Wages of Sin, and I'll see you guys next time.